Hey Frank, I just saw your video on market timing and wanted to do a return video disagreeing with a couple of your points, and actually your main point that people should buy a house solely based on where they want to live right now. For one, I think that goes to motivation, and the motivations that people have for purchasing property are varied. They're based on their own view of what their future will be like. For instance, just in terms of buying a house for yourself, some people are looking at this is the home that I'll live in the rest of my life. This is really my dream home, and they'll have less concern about where the price of that property goes going forward than someone, for instance, who sees the house that they're purchasing as a stepping stone to bigger and better houses down the road. Those people need to be very concerned about the investment potential of that house because they're buying a house that they don't want to live in forever. They're buying a house that they see as a house that will make money for them to get them into their next house. So if that is your motivation, then you very much should look at things in the market, both timing wise and location wise, that will get you there. I had a client recently evaluate two condominiums in Herndon, and one condominium is Bryson and one condominium is Worldgate, and these people were investors, I should point out, but they were this would apply just as well, I think, to somebody who was looking to live in one of these houses for a short time in order to move up to a bigger townhouse or detached house. The difference between these two places, Bryson was much newer, is much newer. It still has that shiny new look on it. It's got granite counters. It's got stainless steel appliances. The common areas are all very nice. The whole atmosphere was like a hotel resort kind of atmosphere almost because everything was so new. Worldgate, on the other hand, is 10 or 15 years older. Not that it hasn't been well maintained, but it's no longer new. And so when you walk into a lot of the units, the carpeting was old or original, and the kitchens were older. We rarely saw granite or anything like that in the units. So from a just a personal standpoint of where would want to live, they were definitely saying Bryson. The two differences, one is you got a little more square footage at Worldgate, and the market has priced that in because of the newness factor. People pay extra at Bryson because of it's so fresh and new. So one aspect that these clients thought about was that 10 years down the road, when they go to sell this place, that Bryson was no longer going to have that new car feel to it, so to speak. Both of these places were going to feel like they were a little bit older and needed maintenance, and so Bryson was going to go downhill more than the Worldgate, they felt. I thought that was great thinking on their part. I think they thought exactly right about that. The other issue was that, as you mentioned in your video, they thought about a metro coming. In Reston, the metro is about 5 years away from getting there, and nonetheless, the map has been drawn to show where the stops are going to be when it gets to Reston. Now they're taking a chance that that's actually going to happen. We understand that this is no sure bet, but assuming that it does, it's going to be half a mile from the Worldgate condo, but it's going to be about a mile and a half from Bryson. You mentioned that may already be priced into the market because people know exactly where that's going to be. And you're right in the sense that listing agents are out there selling that. But the question is, are buyers buying that? These people, being investors and not needing the metro to be there at this point, could buy that because there's no downside to them for not having a metro there today. Other people who are buying in a place where they really need a metro, many people in this area are here for 2 or 3 years, and they'll never, if they need to live near a metro to get to their job, this is not the place they can buy. These people are not bidding up this place because there's a metro coming in 5 years. People who need a metro right now are going to move places, near Vienna or one of the Falls Church metros, those kinds of places, or into Arlington, where they can get a metro right now. They're not going to buy in Reston and bid up prices in Reston. The question, you'll really see that happen 5 years from now, when the metro actually gets there, there'll be the places that you can walk to the metro from will go up in price because of that. And so these people bought based on that future growth that we expect in pricing at WorldGate. So that's how one client of mine thought about it. I thought they had great thinking, and I think getting outside of their box of what they really thought was best today and into what's going to happen down the road was great. And I think most people think that way, whether they're buying for themselves or as an investment. I think they should. So I appreciate your viewpoint, but I have to disagree with you on this one.